Okay, I'm back with you. So this is one of the ailerons I did yesterday with this pink Monokote, and for some reason it did not take well at all compared to my green. So I've had this Monokote for a while, and I'm not sure if there is something, if Monokote deteriorates over time, but it just did not adhere right at all. So anyway, I got us some new Monokote today. I got some blue and I got some red, but anyway, today we're going to try the blue Monokote. I've got a tack cloth here for wiping down the sawdust off of the balsa. So just give that a wipe down with the tack cloth. If you don't have a tack cloth, paper towel will do just fine. Don't damp it at all, because the balsa wood will absorb any moisture at all, and you don't want any moisture inside here. So anyway, let's make this one this pretty blue color, I guess, today. Monokote has a top side and a bottom side. The bottom side has the glue on it. So I'm just going to line that up with one of these lines here. Measure out how much we need here. So right here, just going to go right to the edge there. Give yourself a little extra. Right about there, I'll grab my straight edge. We're going to make a cut. So I got my straight edge here. And let's see, we'll go like right about there for our cut. And I'm going to twist here at a little angle for the cut, just so I can have a better angle on it. Anyway, trying to do this so that you guys can see at home what I'm doing here. I'm kind of doing gymnastics across my bench here. Okay, so we got that cut. Roll the excess up here. Put my straight edge away. Okay, so we're going to peel the Monokote apart, and you're going to see there's two layers here on the Monokote. Just grab one layer and pull the backing off. So this is the back side there. Lay that down on the work area here. Grab my aileron. And where I'm going to tack this first is on the bottom side. So if we make any mistakes, they're hidden on the bottom side. Fold this over like that. We're actually going to go, let's go to the end here so we don't waste a bunch. I'm just going to bring this across here and line it up right like that on the leading edge. And what I'm going to do is just tack it like right in the middle. I've got my Monokote iron here, and I got it heated up to about 250 degrees. I'm just going to give a little bit of tack right here. Oh, guess what? Didn't have it turned on. All right, note to self. Heat up the hot iron before you start a video. Anyway, I'll stop the video here. Let me plug this in and get it warmed up. We'll jump right back into it. Okay, I've got my Monokote iron heated up. I've got it up at like 275 is what Monokote recommends for your hot iron. I've got the bottom side of the aileron here. I'm going to line that up on this edge over here. I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra so that when we roll it over, we get a nice edge to work with there. So I'll just lay it out. Really, it's all I'm doing is, I don't want this to be around like this. I want the first layer of Monokote to wrap to the inside edge of the aileron. So we're just going to roll this over here like this, so it's as equal as I can make it across, equal in length. Might have to stretch it just a little bit, right like that. I'm happy with that right there. So I'm just going to take my Monokote iron and tack it right in the center. Work my way down this edge here, kind of pulling and stretching a little bit at the same time. It is an art to monocoating, let's put it that way. It is, the first time you do this, you're not going to get it right, but Monokote is also a little bit forgiving. So let's keep tacking that on there. All the way across like that. And then let's continue this edge here. Just trying to tack like just a little bit of that edge. Notice I'm not doing the whole piece of Monokote there. Real nice. So now we got a tacked edge there. And this little crease, I think we're going to work out when we we'll be able to work that out here when we heat it up with the hot air gun. All right, now we're going to do some relief cuts here. And I think the first relief cut I'm going to make is right, use the scissors, it'll be easier, right there, doing there. And we don't need all of that, so I'm going to trim this back a little bit, just so we have enough to wrap over the edge, kind of just like that. So I'll tack that in place too, the hot iron. Roll it over on the bottom side. And let's see here. Oh, don't need this flopping around, so we'll get rid of this. I'll cut it back to like right there. It still gives us a little something to work with. All right, so we've got that wrapped over. That piece I'll trim off. We don't need it. Actually, it'd be better with my knife here. Get these pieces out of the way because they do like to stick to your workpiece. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Trim this, and we'll actually wrap this around like that. And I'm totally happy with that, so tack that down right there, and we'll tack it down on the front side too. That looks really good. I got a loose little bit over there. Tack that down. Now we're going to wrap this around like that. And we're going to stretch it a little bit. And we're going to wrap this around just like that. I put a little bit of stretching on there, and we're going to tack it right there. I'm just going to tack that all along this edge here. A little bit of stretch, not much. kind of hold that in place. And I'm just tacking it right on the edge. I don't do a whole lot of monocoating. This is probably like my 5th or 6th time monocoating. I'm gonna make mistakes with it, but anyway, it's a way to make your control surfaces or body of your airplane look really nice with some good colors. Tack that down. All right. Let me get this one little crease right there. And this is the bottom side, so if we have any mistakes, they'll be on the bottom side, which is where we want them. All right, time for some more relief cuts here. So I'm gonna say like right there. Little relief cut there, get rid of that piece. Little relief cut right there. And that'll bend over nicely. Don't need it to be that long, so we'll trim off some of that extra. All right, let's bend over that first piece. Tack it down there a little bit. Bend that over and tack it in place. Happy with that. Let's see how this edge will go down. I think I gotta cut it back just a little bit more. Okay, let's bend that down. Tack it in place. Now we're gonna fold this over. Tack it in place. I'm gonna get rid of the edge there. That clear edge. Get rid of that because that stuff does like to stick to our work. All right, so that, hold it over, heat it in place, and then wrap these over the edge just like that. Tack it all in place. Doesn't take much heat at all with the iron. We'll do it on the back side now, on this side. Tack this down. Cut this back a little bit. We don't need all that material. And let's see, relief cut right there. Relief cut right there. Doesn't need to be that long, so we'll cut this back a little bit. Fold that over, check it for fit. Again, that doesn't need to be that long either, so I'm going to cut that back a little bit. I think we're ready to fold those over. That fold didn't turn out very good, but that's all right. Take that little piece off there. And we're going to fold this over. Tack it down. Okay, So if everything is on there right, we're going to hit it with our heat gun now. I'm going to put it on high here. I'm going to start at the top end, make sure our surface is clear. I picked up a piece of tape or something there. So here we go. Working it back and forth, trying to distribute the heat. And you'll notice the Monokote will just suck right to the balsa wood. Suck up real nice. Just like that, and this is looking perfect. Flip it around on the other side. Get all the wrinkles out. It's looking good. One little wrinkle. Get that one. Will that one come out? Let's see. Let's see. Yep. That one came out. So our top is looking really nice. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good. All right, I ain't gonna mess with it too much more because I don't want to mess this one up. It's looking pretty. All right, now to the bottom side. Again, just working it back and forth. And you'll see the Monokote just form itself around the balsa wood. Real nice. You don't want to mess with it too much because you don't want to burn the Monokote. Alright, that turned out much better than our pink one yesterday. So there's our green one. And then here's our pink one from yesterday that didn't turn out very good. And again, guys, I'm just showing you how I do this. There's probably different techniques to doing this, but that is basically how you monocoat the control surface. All right, next we're going to install the ailerons onto the wing.